Greetings. It's Sunday, and I'm on my way to the gym. I'm on my way to the water, I should say. So I'm thinking about the heavy influences in my life with going to the gym. Number one, my body has, what do they call it? Muscle recognition, because I've always worked out. I just fell into a warp of sorts. And here I am. So when I think about the influences in my life, my mom and my dad, because both of them worked out. I remember my daddy lifting weights. We had a bench in the, what is that? It had to be the living room. Couldn't have been the living room. In a part of the house, he had his weight bench. And I remember his pale legs in shorts, lifting weights and breathing in and out. What's up with this dude? And their pictures. Of course, my auntie has them. I don't have them. But this dude, you know the dudes in the gym. You know y'all in the gym with the, like, I guess, I tried to lift some weights, but not like that. Quite honestly, I was like, I don't want to. I'm already kind of, my frame is not the most dainty. I'm large framed. So, I just was afraid I don't want to look like no man. Because he had muscle fitness books all around, and you go through the magazine and you see all these women, okay, that, look like it's just, I don't know. I like being soft. Not overly fluffy, but, I'm feminine. I like being soft. This is soft, okay? I like soft things. I mean, let me correct that, because, I like to feel hard up against this soft. That's what I say. I don't desire to feel no other softs than this soft up against a hard. And you guys know Jason Derulo? He is so fine to me. He is just so fine to me. I don't know. And we had the same birthday. Go figure. Speaking of men, I'm gonna leave that alone. So back to it. So Dad lift weights, grunting and huffing and puffing, and my mom, I can remember working out with her as a little girl. I had to be about 7, and she on the floor lifting her legs up and down, and she had a fitness book by Joyce. I think her name is Joyce Verdal. And so those are my early recollections of being healthy. And for the most part, we ate healthy. I mean, my dad liked steaks. My mother cooked that for him. But it was always a salad. It was always some type of baked something. She did try to fry the whole chicken. I remember that. And I don't want that. That's nasty. So, we kept fruit, water. For the most part, we were healthy. And of course, as a child, thank God I had a childhood to go outside and play in the neighborhood, and the whole block was a family almost. So that was pretty cool. And we had the candy lady, so excuse me, that's when the candy started. But for the most part in our household, my mother and dad kept it healthy, and I'm very appreciative of that. So thank you, Mama, and thank you, Dad. So my let me just tell a quick story about my first recollection of binge eating, because this is what has gotten me to this size. I was a binge eater. I'm not claiming that. And that's a whole nother story, because I tried to attend some weight loss meetings likened to the Alcohol Anonymous. And these folks, it was so depressing. Like, I'm a happy person. I'm not, my life is over. My 600-pound life, like, I'm still out here. You feel me? So, having to say, my name is, and I'm a compulsive overeater. That just, my spirit was like, no, you're not claiming that, G. No. And then it was just the motley crew, I'm going to be honest. And I'm like, this is not a good fit for me. Okay, so back to the first binge. I had a Smurf purse, pink Smurf purse. And I don't know about you guys, but I grew up in the late 70s, early 80s, little girl. And we had got our first telephone. So I'm excited to use the telephone, calling my grandma. I didn't have anybody to call other than them, And of course, answer the phone, because my daddy was dipping and his girlfriend would call the phone and hold the phone. I didn't know that as a child, but as a whole grown woman, now I know. These sad chicks, I'm telling you, that's a whole nother story. So, anyway, we had a store up the street, and we had game rooms. It's so many good memories. But this one store in particular, it was called Spotlight. It was on 75th and Essex. I lived at 7603 South Essex on the southeast side in Chicago. And that's when candy was actually, you could buy for a penny. Penny candy. Not 5-cent candy. I'm like, penny candy. So, I think I got some money from my grandma, or I don't know, I probably snagged $1 out my mama's purse. I don't know where the money came from. But I brought me 100 of those blow pop gum, hard candy gum, okay? Real sweet hard candy on the outside and the little piece of gum on the inside. It was with the BOL, I think, with the green, orange, pretty colored wrapping. So this is my attraction, Do you know? I had to steal that money because I was sneaking eating that candy. And I ate all of it. Just chew and swallow it. I didn't even spit the gum out, I was swallowing. So that is my first recollection of having a binge. And because reflecting on that and thinking about how I've binge ate as an adult, I was in a good space then. I was very happy. I was oblivious to this world we live in. I didn't have no worries. It was, we go to church on Sunday, Reverend Bradley picking us up in the van. I'm going to see my cousins. We going to eat Popeye's chicken. And I wasn't no fat little girl. I was the healthy, normal sized little girl. So, I don't know. I guess, I wanted that gum, the wrapping, the subliminal. I blame society. No, I don't blame society. And I don't have any blame. It is what it is. Like I said before, I'm truly feeling like this is one of the reasons why I came back here, is to overcome this. So I'm over the anger about it. I just want to really recognize when it started and why it has continued so long. So the first step is knowing. So, that was the first binge. I tell you about another. I know that there's many other ones, but that was the first one I could recollect. I'll tell you really quick. So, I was like, I had to be 19 or 20. And I had a blind date And I love him to this day. I know he is interesting. But I'm not going to say his name. But I met him on the night OJ ran. We watched it. That was our date. We watched OJ running in the white truck in the Bronco. And I just, you know how you just care about someone? I don't, I wish him all the best. I just have a sweet, when I think of him, I think of a sweet aroma. Okay, just whatever. So, he tried it. Okay, I'm not a punk, y'all. And I don't walk around boasting that I get with you, but I get with you, so. And I don't care. When it's time, when it's go time, it's go time. No fear. I'm going in, and I'm going 100. So, with that part, this one, you young. I had my first studio apartment. I'm happy-go-lucky. I'm out my mama's house. Peace, dudes. 18. I was out at 18. Because I wanted to, do me, be free. And I need to be respectful to my mom, too. And the things that I done in my 20s, I couldn't do it in her household. So back to him. This one, no matter how fine he was, no matter how fine he was or how he, folded my laundry, I'll say, you not putting your hands on me, G. So, in the midst of my growing years, I'll say, I still had a maturity level. And that meaning we have to have the rent paid. We need money for the laundry. We have the groceries, blah, blah, blah. This is 20. I kept it like that. So he liked to dress. What was the store that was out? Filene's Basement. What other one? He used to go shopping at Filene's Basement in some other place downtown. And when it was rent time, he was short. I'm like, dude, what's up? And the rent was only $375. A studio apartment, can you imagine? $375. So we talking a good $170 somewhere like that he had to pay. Come on, man, you buying shoes, you got your slacks. I just had a thought. Cause I need to share this part. He had a car too. And when he went to work, I used to sneak his car. And I didn't know how to drive at all. So parking, you know how you learning how to drive and you park the car. You don't know how to parallel or get into the park. So the butt is sticking out. For the life of me, I couldn't just figure out to turn the wheel the opposite way. So long story short, whenever I stole his car, I would have to pick him up from the train because I couldn't park it. And why did you do it? How did you get the key? How did we get the passcodes to the phones? How did we do a lot of things? Ancient Chinese woman secrets. So, back to it. So he became frustrated with me because, like my mom, I was hounding him. Okay, where the money? What's up? I'm starting 2 weeks prior to the rent being due. Where's the money at? So this one particular time, he gonna try to yoke me up in the bathroom. He put his hands around my neck. What? Oh my God, and when I tell y'all, it wasn't love. It was a strong liking. I really was liking this dude, I thought it was love, but it was just, I was infatuated with him. But when he did that, go time. Okay, go time. I think we both fell in the tub because, of course, I'm fighting back. He didn't do no black eye, wasn't no domestic violence, cause that was it. After that, it's over with. We done. So he left and whatever. Next, but I promise I wanted Tatiana. Okay, but I have no problem getting the dude. So, but I really, really liked him. So, anyway, the point back to the whole beginning of this is influences in your children's life is very important because, like Michael Jackson said, if you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. And it's another one. What's the about? And I love him. What is it? It's Slick Rick. The ruler's back. What did he say? And kids, do your chores and be proud of yours. You know why? That brings no strife when it comes in sight. And then the fight in God's sight, and righteous laws are overdue. And this is the way. That's not the part. The part is, if you smoke crack, your kids will smoke crack too. I mean, that's up for debate though, because my mom and dad did smoke a lot of weed, but I did try. Didn't like it though. I mean, it made me paranoid. I thought, you kick back, you chill. No, this me. Did you hear that? I was tweaking. I was tweaking off weed, and it used to come in bags this size. Okay. Reduced to this. Anywho, so that is my message for today. Watch what you do in front of your kids because they're listening and they're watching and you're the first role model. Period. So I'm grateful that my parents, even though they might not have known, but because they exposed me to that, it set my path. So I'm thankful that I have muscle recognition. I've always worked out. I know what to do physically. So that's not the issue. The issue is getting to the root of why the binging started. Okay. And I pretty much know. I'll share that another time though. But it definitely has to do with men. It has to do with men. Daddy. So y'all have a good day. Peace and love.